Have you ever wondered why someone will stay in a relationship that is hurting them, why they do not just leave? If you've ever thought, I would never tolerate that, this video might change your perspective. As a psychologist, I want you to understand this. Leaving a relationship is not just physical, it is a psychological battle. Hi, my name is Abiageli. I am a psychologist. Now, let us break down why people do not leave abusive relationship easily from the number one, the invincible change, the trauma bonding. Trauma bonding happens when cycle of abuse are mixed with affection, temporary kindness, and apologies. The brain becomes attached not to stability but to unpredictability. Abuse, apology, intimacy, hope, abuse again. This cycle creates a great emotional, powerful dependency. You can say that the same brains that are attached to addiction comes into trauma bonding. Yeah. This is why leaving can feel like withdrawal. The point is the psychology behind hope. This means rewards are given unpredictably. It is the same mechanism that makes gambling addictive. When the abuser is kind sometimes, the brain clings to that particular personality and never detaches from it. Survivor stays thinking, if I try harder, the good version of this person is going to return back. It never returns. It never returns. But I want you to remember something. The good version is part of the cycle. Yeah. Let's go to the number 3, fear, which is always obviously not always obvious. Yes, a lot of people feel that abuse has to be like violence, like showing all over the person's body, like being punched, that kind of thing, right? But fear can actually look like 1, financial dependence, fear of being alone, fear of not being believed, fear of retaliation, and also fear of starting all over again. For many survivors, leaving feels more dangerous to them than staying back. We go to our number 4 point, which says that abuse rewires the brain. Chronic stress increases cortisol level. Over time, decision making becomes harder, self-doubt increases, confidence reduces, and survival mode activates. And listen, when someone is in survival mode, they are not just trying to live, they just want to try to survive. Go to the 5th one. Shame keeps people silent, which is the very main cause of abuse. Abusers often isolate their partners. By the time the abuse escalates, the support system is smaller, the survivor feels embarrassed, and they always get to blame themselves and not even the abuser. Shame creates silence, and silence strengthens the cycle and the length of which the abuse continues. If you have ever judged someone for staying, I invite you to replace judgment with curiosity. Now, if you're watching this and you're still there, I want you to know that you're not a weak person. You are just psychologically conditioned. Leaving an abusive relationship is not about strength. It's about safety, support, and unlearning a trauma bond. And here is the truth. Healing will only start when you begin to understand what is actually happening in the brain. In my next video, I'm going to be breaking down trauma bonding and how to get rid of it in time for you to be able to break through from abuse. Till next time, subscribe to my YouTube channel and I'll keep bringing you guys some psychological tips and facts.